Greetings everyone, please go mode to make sure everything's set on. I'm a little bit running a bit late. Robo appears to be good to go. Let me double check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So, get started. Probably should have found a replay, but I'm running a little bit late. See if we can't find any replays for him. He has replays available. And there's a decent replay. It says the word AI, but I'm pretty sure that's just not related. And let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Red Delhi's Sultanate. We have AI. Spawn on top right side as the Cyan Zhu Zi's Legacy with Ball 2. First things come to mind is where should the Zhu Zi's Legacy player place the Meditation Gardens? There is a good amount of resources here. I don't know if there's a place. Can you place like right here to get both gold deposits, stone deposit, and the large berry? That could be a great spot for it if possible, but the berries are just in the exact wrong position. Up here, not as great, but he does have two deer deposits up here to eventually expand towards you, and there's a lot of natural cover here. This high ground can only be traversed right here, which does have a sacred side way up there. But other than that, it offers no real tactical benefit. There's a large gold deposit up here, so it can be somewhat safe. This game may devolve into who can establish a keep here to keep control of the sacred site, and will also provide influence to capture this gold deposit. The sacred site will be capturable as well. Meditation Gardens is being established over here. I don't know if that reaches a stone deposit. We'll probably reach that stone deposit, so that will provide the same amount of stone. So this probably will get the 2 gold, the stone, and all the berries. So it'd be what, 48 food, 50 gold, and 25 stone, if I'm not incorrect. And we've got Dome of Faith there to get bargain bin scholars. After all, that's all everybody nowadays from universities. That's how much they're worth. Either way, Meditation Garden's almost complete. Dome of Faith will be complete second. And we do have a bit of stone being collected or being obtained now from the Meditation Garden, which could get him some free hand cannoneers. A hand cannoneer emplacements. At the Zhengan Tower, which will give him a bit of rebate on deploying military structures. So also put in Song Dynasty, but this Song Dynasty, I forget what Zhu Zi's Legacy Song Dynasty does. It's not like Chinese, where it just provides the fast reduction speed, which is great for villagers. I can't remember what the Zhu Zi's Legacy's Song Dynasty is. Blacksmith is being established, both blacksmiths being established. Try to get that research going. Looks like we got a decent amount of wood being collected on up. He may be designed for infrastructure to get those research going, or he may be eyeing for aggression. It's hard for me to tell at this moment in time. Sign's not going for any military units, nor is he it's collecting some amount of wood. We also have the horticulture research on the way, and now got some horsemen. Does get a free horseman there, so may group them together and go for a bit of a raid. We see some guys raiders in return. We do have a stable being established. Going for our range armor first, then melee damage here. Over here, range damage, and then melee armor. He's going for range search first. Horseman Scout now advancing. And the Meditation Guardian's probably maxed out. So let's see. That was probably 25 stone, 50 gold, and 40 food. So I didn't remember correctly. And maybe half of wood chip being obtained, but maybe not. Any individual trees? Doesn't actually look like it. Scout and Horseman straight forward. Of course, scouts only do 9 damage, so it's quite a bit of hits there to take out a villager. As well, got the rumble back up to view the chat. Scholar here seeing a bit of damage on again Sacred Site. Now Red's going to push way forward with a good number of archers and a Ghazi Raider. So Horseman would be a generally good counter. Luckily the Zuzi's legacy player is going for Horseman. Here's 3 in the Scout. Over here just got the 1. There is another set of Horsemen on the field. This one here. If Science spots this, he can come in for a flank with his other forces, but his other forces are pretty far deep. He may be on to hit more villagers. This Horseman taking a bit of fire. He's going to just go straight for these archers. Not going to be great engagement there. Pretty outnumbered. One of the archers do go down. Not a good trade, trading Horseman for an archer, especially when you need the momentum for a larger force to sweep on in. You have a handful of spearmen being deployed in the field. Hardened spearmen now completed. Good damage there on these archers. It's better to target the archers or the Ghazi Raiders first. It is easy fast to kill the archers. Against these horsemen, they're doing 4 damage per strike at 43% faster than these Ghazi Raiders. Yeah, it is probably just generally better to go for the archers. They're faster kill as well. Much faster. So yeah, it's a good idea to target archers before the Ghazi Raiders. Scholar getting picked off there. The Scout can take time to decapture this. Let the Horsemen rotate around. Now do you have some archers or some spearmen being put on the field, and Zeus's Legacy cannot deploy archers. They go straight for the Zunchnews, which are pretty nice. They offer higher damage versus archers, and I think versus spearmen as well. Regular archers do have +5 bonus, so base damage of 10. Zunchnews does 3 times 4, so that's 12. So it does need blacksmith research, because right now his opponent having +1 armor is greatly negatively impacting the Zunchnews possibility. But right now he only has horsemen, and a whole bunch of them. The Scholar will go down. Nice thing about the Zhangin Tower, it gives you 1 free horseman per stable build. So you're effectively paying 150 for 120 unit, but also get another production queue going. So you're effectively only paying 30 wood for a horseman if you go for the stable route. Of course, it is cheaper to build horsemen directly and costs a mix of mostly food and a tiny little bit of wood. But in other words, as well, we do have the Shaolin monster not being salvaged. You also have a relatively early granary. Only a single one, not going for the mass granary transition, just trying to get some extra food going. Not eating the berries just yet. Maybe we're ready to eat the berries. Looks like these horsemen does find at least 1 villager. It does have a handful of spearmen straight forward. The number of those horsemen are actually quite wounded. He does aged up, but the Shaolin monks do not have access to a heal ability. So we have to pull out a regular monk in order to get those guys healed up. And heal themselves, cannot heal others. You see the plus and minus. He does have a gate up there. Probably a good idea to build out a regular monster just to get out a regular monk to get them healed on up. Got a pair of free spearmen here. They're just regular spearmen at the moment. I just saw the standard Palace Guard research. After all, Zuzi's Legacy does have access to the early Palace Guard, but right now they're just regular Palace Guard. A fortified outpost there with the hand cannoneer slit as well, and a good number of spearmen just building a wall. He has built a section of wall there. He may not realize it's actually not traversable up here, or not traversable getting down there from other than that one location. But it does also mean that this gold sacred site is secure. The fact he's not building any more any walls around that sacred site, he may realize it's the only way to get up on top and down it. So, yep. So we can keep that area secure as well. This area secure, right next to each other. We got House Learning being pulled in the field, give him some extra research, 6 extra research. You may go for the Lancers and or Man-at-Arms. Got a lot of Palace Guard being established. Palace Guard a good item at the moment, as well as a handful of Zushnus, I would say. Sacred Site being decaptured. We do have more spearmen on the field, just regular spearmen. He must have built 5 barracks. There's Age Up, going for his veteran spearman research immediately. Needs to get all the other research going as well. Good Wolo there. Doesn't get any conversions, but he didn't die in the process, so that's actually a feat itself. Number of villagers there. He does have, of course, improved berries. 7 villagers there, so 2 will draw the short straw. Or maybe not. He does get some villagers inside there. He may just want to micro these villagers not to run back home, just play Ring on the Rosie. Taking some time to force that stuff down, and he can send his regular spearmen up there to decapture the sacred site. Regular spearmen probably his best unit to decapture sacred sites. After all, they are just regular spearmen, not even hardened spearmen. Do not have the fertilization research, and these horsemen are falling back. No regular monk field, just some Shaolin monks. And we got 1 relic claim for both players. Red has picked up 2 additional relics, which is important, even though his one's gone for fast Age Up. And 1 straight for the Shaolin Monastery. He simply will not obtain the relics. The last relic on the field is right here. Not sure where the other relics are the most. 1 does get deposited. The other red imam or scholar is. Horseman being forced on back there. Oh, there he is. He needs to get that inside of the monastery. Science Scout trying to raid around, but likely will be pursued to the ends of the earth. Nope, he doesn't. Just dies there. Shaolin Monk will easily get overwhelmed by these forces, but there's a number of wounded units here. He may take out a horseman. 1 bop, and that horseman's down. He sees his opponent's force, which is largely composed of these spearmen. In fact, he has 23 spearmen in the field, and we can get a more precise number of our caster vision. Still more horsemen moving around. That's why he has so many spearmen, because his opponent still is composed of a decent amount of horsemen, but these are the only 7 horsemen he has on the field. The rest is composed of most of the Palace Guard. He does get the Ardent Spearman research. Big site up here has been decaptured. I think either player should eye for keeping a scented map. Not only will it help him secure this sacred site, but also help him secure this sacred site. Lots of research here. Veteran Spearman research on the way. Yeah, he's going for a good number of crossbowmen. There's a villager idle there. He may get stabbed to death. I think that was a lancer. Yep, a lancer did go down there. Nice little pick. Horseman engaging these villagers once again. Has the lancer pursuing. does have +2 melee damage, which is actually pretty good. If you've got +2 range armor, +2 melee damage. Against all the spearmen, it's definitely a good idea to go for the +2 melee armor. It'll make his Palace Guards more of a hard counter to these spearmen. Right now, those spearmen are doing 10 damage per stab. And these guys only have 3 armor. He can reduce the damage from 7 down to 5, which is quite noticeable. Going from a basic outpost here, just while harass any villagers trying to collect up the stone. One Sikasat has been captured up by Cyan. And Lance is going to retaliate. Shadow Monks do offer good damage. Of course, it's still inferior to a Lancer. Yep. We'll at least get a good chunk of that Lancer's health down. Cyan still has a... Oh, he's going for a Nest of Bees now. So it's 5 horsemen in the field, probably near that trading post. AI had to go push forward and raid more villagers as another engagement happens. But so far, Cyan's only killed off 2 villagers, not too many, or hardly any. Especially the number of times he attacked villagers. And Red has cut off 1 villager, the one that was right over here. It's going for a Spring Golem placement. I'm a bit more biased towards the Hand Cannoneer in placement. If we get the comparison to the 2, we do have 40 damage based every 4 seconds versus 25 damage every 3 seconds. The Hand Cannoneer costs 50 stone as opposed to 125 stone. It may be better just go for 2 outposts of Hand Cannoneers. It'd be a bit higher DPS, probably a bit more cost effective. But then again, you still have to fortify it, or you can choose to fortify it. Or you can skip out on 1 fortified Spring Gold for 2 unfortified Hand Cannoneers. Villagers trying to scatter there, very nice. There's a lot more villagers there. Palace Guards now trying to hit those villagers. Skip the Lancer. Got some men arms here. They are armed with the Kilo G, plus 3 damage there. The Lancers do get a pretty good charge attack there. And that Palace Guard may be picked off. He's going to be pursued at least. Second side being decaptured now. We do have Red's force here. Horseman went ahead and pushed on forward again. The one oh yeah, he went for a Shaman Monster. He doesn't have the... I always forget the name of the last 2. Zuzi's Library and Zuzi's something. Library is the H4 landmark. What was the name of the other one that provides a bunch of upgrades for the Imperial Official? I forget the name of that one landmark. And looks like Zuzi's player is not trying to age up anytime soon. He has no villager collect gold at the moment either. Red's pretty far from aging up, so it looks like both players' eye for a bit of conflict. Side does have more villagers at the moment, having triple town center at the moment. Red only has the 1. Right now, Red does have large military force. Not at pop cap though. The value is much in favor of Red as well. Has a good number of mana arms and lancers in the field. And 18 crossbows quite nice. Size mostly closes spearmen, Palace Guard, and only handful crossbowmen. He's going for more Nest of Bees. Nest of Bees right here would be very useful. But it's going to be a massive choke point. As much as I would say Cyan should delete the wall summon and let guys push forward, he needs to make sure that Nest of Bees hitting the archers. Good amount of damage there, having 2 Nest of Bees firing away. Oh, it's just that 1 at the moment. Spear and Palace Guard just push way forward. Got a handful of crossbows for Zuzi's legacy player. Battering Ram kind of battered down that outpost, but will be taken out, which did draw quite a bit of fire for Red. It looks like Red's front line's largely disintegrated, so is Cyan's. But I think overall Cyan should be able to hold out. There's another Nest of Bees. The Nest of Bees should focus down the Spring Gold, in my opinion. Or fire, at least. Did not fire. The extra town center is not currently garrisoned. The capital does have tank cannoneer slip firing away. Lancers engaging some of these villagers. We've got triple granary over here and the Spring Golden placement. And you got the hand cannon replacement focused on the Spring Gold. It has 10 range armor, while this does have 25 damage, so it'll be damage per shot. Brad is making some good progress, but he needs to perhaps grab some of these units, build some battle rams back here. Because right now, he's just killing off reinforcements, but it's not going to make too much progress. So I just point out a good number of crossbowmen. Another SP's on the build queue. He has the siege workshop here, so it could easily get quickly focused on down. Cyan only has 15 villagers idle at the moment, so their effective villager count's the same. Now some of these other villagers are going to get hit, as this town center partially garrisoned. Cyan's marking a small little force. Red has an army of 55. Cyan has an army of 8. We also have a keep over there, so he does have a final fallback area, which can take out these forces no problem. Binius keeps exactly what Cyan wants to do. His best defensive spot he has at the moment. A lot of those units took a lot of extra fire there. Town center is firing away as well. These are starting to push away forward. It's a decent threat of an army here. Cyan needs to get these units out of here. It looks like the Imperial official may get focused down first. Imperial official does go down. Villagers trying to run to the ends of the earth. Located right there. Villagers to escape to the village. Now, Cyan has lost some villagers and has half his villagers hiding away. The rest of these forces looks like they will be cleaned on up. Cyan's bringing more forces, but it basically over here is the exact wrong decision. They're getting focused down by the keep as well as this outpost. Cyan has some guys here, crossbows engaging them all. Guys, that's all his villagers back to work. He's at 79 versus 70. Right, it's rallying on some more forces. He has enough gold to age up. He needs a little bit more food. Has also a good stockpile of wood. Maybe he should either get out some more farms. Let's see. There's some berries there. Here is being finished up. There's other deer deposits appears to be consumed. Of these berries here, or eating at this haram. And Magnol's falling back as well. It's another Spring Golem placement for Cyan right there. Wonder how much he's touched this stone. Not by a small amount. The stone deposit around here must have been cleaned on up. Red does have some forces here. He is trying to tack some crossbows onto it. Cyan has lost more villagers, but he's up to 87 versus 74. Red so far cut off 42 villagers. Cyan's only cut off 7. That is a lot of Mangonels. Cyan's going to need to get out some Spring Golds. Red needs to get out more Spring Golds of his own. I only see this one. He has 2 in the field. Needs more anti-artillery. Those walls have been taking massive fire now. A Palace Guard does find some villagers, and right now Red does have to be careful with his food income. Having villagers displaced like that's not good. His force to push way forward. Science army at 36. Palace Guard push way forward. Crossbowman firing away as well. Good damage on the farms. One does get set ablaze. Takes out a farm there. Some villagers are going down. 6 sites have been captured up by Red. Sunseeker site is probably very exposed enough to be captured by perhaps a couple Palace Guard. And Spring Golem placement will go down. Villagers need to get on out of there. Some of these Magnols are actually getting quite wounded, probably by the Spring Golem placements and the hand cannoneer emplacements. Palace Guard should move forward. Good damage there on those Palace Guard. More Palace Guard and Spearman over here, collapsing in on Red's force in all angles. Right now, Red's force is largely ranged, so the urbanized environment is going to be very useful for him. But there's going to be no escape for these guys. Red's pushing forward more force. Got a couple Spring Goals there. Science not deployed out any counter artillery or any siege weapons. Just Palace Guard and Crossbowman. Science Palace Guard is pushed forward versus part that Spring Gold there. Crossbowman not being cast on forward, so this Palace Guard is either going to be pushed forward or pushed away backwards. Red is out of food at the moment, so that bit of harassment on the food was actually important. Not to mention, he needs to get more farms. There's some farms being established there. Not a great spot for him. Very exposed. Though some basic palace walls can patch up this region quite nicely. Sentinel also trying to establish a keep here. Take a site victory in 8 minutes. Red is trying to pull up some forces here. We do have textiles being researched by Cyan as well. A couple of these units being chased to the ends of the earth. And all those guys get ripped apart. So I'm gonna try to interrupt that keep. Maybe too close, so the scholars here, that's what's getting spotted. All those villagers will go down, the keep will get interrupted, does cancel. Silence at 93 villagers, Red's only at 80. So it's now trying to establish a keep there. Oh yeah, Song Dynasty, oh yeah, now I remember, Song Dynasty provides a discount for units, right? I don't know why it took me that long to remember what the Song Dynasty did. Nah, I must have been mistaken. Can't remember what Song Dynasty does. Nope, either way, the keep's not being built. Villagers tend to build that keep there. The one Nesby does go down. Both Nesbys go down. Magnel's pretty forward. Gets a good volley on the Crossbowman. Palace Guard, however, has collapsed on in all angles. Crossbowman engaging the Lancers, taking them out. Red does have a decent amount of forces here. Villagers still being filled. Keep looks plenty healthy. Villagers largely dodging those rocks. Okay, no, the villagers have gone down. If one villager remains, all villagers go down, and the keep does get built there with a fresh group. There are battery rams here. And yeah, it sounds like Keith's not going to accomplish so much, there's already 2 battery rams there. And look at all that siege weapons for the Billy Sultan player. The keep will go down. It has 700 stone in store. Both players very far from aging on up. Simon's trying to defend himself from battery rams with his spring golds. Not a great way. It's actually spring gold with battery rams are surprisingly resilient to spring gold fire. And they do not stop the battery rams from destroying that palisade gate. But they do clean up it eventually. The gate is down, so now Red can storm on forward. Has 4 Mangonels here, and it's a good number of the forces. He's at full pop cap as well, which will give Sign some time to get back to pop cap himself. Try and go for an outpost here, not for additional walls. Gate going on, being built there. Mangonels do fire a pretty big volley there. Paul's guarding gate with some spearman support. Nest Beast fires on into the heavy units. Sign does have a handful of spring golds there. Red has no more spring golds remaining, so his spring golds are able to take out the Mangonels, no problem. Cyan's army will be eliminated, but so does Red, so there's the front line. Now Nest Beast will get some great damage there. Keep has been established there. Does get troll village inside the keep as well. And Nest Beast will start rooting for all of Red's forces. Red needs to fall back. He can't do anything versus siege weapons. Takes out those siege weapons there. Got 2 Nested Bees firing away. He overkills that 1 guy. Hey, Red's now falling it back. And Sacred Site victory is will complete in 2 minutes. He can quickly force this down. He can start to capture this one, but it'd be a good idea to break open that gate and just to get another unit up high. Got some man at arms and some lights there. Sacred Site is currently being captured, so the victory will be paused. The sign will stabilize. Red took a pretty nasty loss there, I would say, overall. His sign will now can decapture another Sacred Site there. And now Sign can breathe a little bit more. He has enough gold to age up, needs more food. Red needs a lot more resources before he can age on up. Has a good amount of wood though. Second side up here being decaptured as well, denying a lot of free gold for the Delhi Sultanate. Speaking of which, how much gold is left on this map? Of course, got the one large up here. Science claim this one now. The walls are still up here, and with the outpost here, he has plenty of spotting in this region and plenty of stuff to help delay his opponent. Red's now push forward, trying to torch down the outpost. Sign does have a good amount of SPs. They fire pressure volley there. SPs do get a good volley there. All the SPs, so let's do more back here. Sign has a couple more spring goals back here. Red has a good number of spring goals. But all Sign's SPs have to do is just kill off his opponent just enough so his ground army can win. Looks like his SPs will go down. Couple more spring goals here to qualify Sign. Red's down to 3 spring gold. But no battle rams here. And looks like Keep is taking out some of these spring golds. Very nice. He's manually focusing them down. I see the retargeting there. They keep taking massive fire. Got another Mangonel before in the field. Sign's lacking melee units to deal with all the battle rams. Spring gold does go down there. Battle ram's not trying to rotate around with that outpost. Red. I feel like Red will lost that engagement as well. I can see a higher destroy value for Sign now. Though Sign did not come out unscathed, it was more of a Pyrrhic victory and lost the Keep itself. And now he does not have enough stone for another Keep. This one does provide another 150 more, so he needs to find another stone deposit, such as this one. He's also still collecting some deer here, as well as some gold. Berries can also be obtained from here and here. There's other food resources for some of his forces, plus he still has a good number of farms and granaries. How many villagers does he have on food, either way? 59. He's at 125 villagers versus 99. His opponent has a good mix as well, but he's low on all the resources. It's so relic up here that Sign could claim. Secondary line of stone walls being established. Sometimes you could traverse up here to the edge of the cliff. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Sign has established a Keep there. We also got some spring gold placements up here as well. This one may be upgraded as well. Yep, he is. Let's harass these villagers, collect that wood. There's plenty of other wood to collect on up. There's just these small deposits and some more wall deposits over there. Walls being searched by Sign, and it actually may be worth it to go for a round of stone walls there as well. Just to make sure he doesn't capture that sticker site. He can at least keep villagers, put a lumber camp up here, and he can always establish some other production structures to harass the sacred site itself. Red is building another army there. All sacred sites, or another sacred sites being captured by Cyan. They'll just back out off. There's a gold deposit here. A secondary line of stone walls have been established over here as well. Cyan's army's back here, so Red's pushing forward to his opponent's base. Cyan does have 27 crossbows. Opponent has like 10 and 6 archers, so Cyan does have more range units, but of course, only 4 spring golds, no SCBs this time. He's also focused on the siege weapons there. The siege is trying to... The Delhi's on the siege weapons starting to be cleaned up by the towers, but Cyan's lost some as well. But Cyan's just down to 1. And all Cyan has to do is focus on this Mangonel. He doesn't really have to worry about picking out his opponent's spring golds. Just focus down that Mangonel. Does take it out there before it fires another set of rocks in time. Keeping his crossbows nice and safe. And Red does back the game there. Unable to break in there, he was basically running out of resources. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Too short. Could do that one. just did a Sona. Here's Ayubid versus English. Did I do this one? That one seems familiar. Did I do that one yesterday? I may have done that one yesterday. Yep, I think I did that one yesterday. Oh, wait, no. I did English versus Japanese, not English versus Ayubids. Yep, so let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the bottom left side as the Saiyan Ayubids, we have 101. On top right side as the English, we have Baltoon. This map is also a hybrid map, so we may see some fishing boats. Looks like nope, we got a English dock here. Ayubids is going to be cooking up some berries, going for a small amount of wood here, maybe going for a spearman rush. Not sure. Guess I have to wait and see. In fact, this may be one of the few times we'll actually see the age up for the industry. There's actually the wood fishing dock there. Industry is the age up where you get a wood upon aging up. So this actually may be one of the few maps where a wood age up could be useful. When it comes to map generation, there's some deer up here, so the English player will probably touch it if he needs some food. After all, he's probably going to spend a lot of wood on the fish, as well as ships to protect the fishing boats. Now I got the gold mine being established. We don't see the House of Wisdom just yet for the Ayubid player. Ayubids, of course, does have the advanced berries, so the berries provide additional food. Both his deer deposits spawn right next to each other as well. House of Wisdom now being established. He almost has enough resources to age on up. Just need a little bit more gold. More than one trip. Just needs 5 more gold. But yeah, economic industry is what I'm referring to. He's going for cultural and logistics. What? Now, of course, can free 2 free dervishes. But you won't be able to pick up relics until age 3. So what is... Can you heal fishing boats with dervishes? With the AoE healings, the aura healings, they heal a bit more than just what they're supposed to, like such as the Kurultai healing up ships, and I think the Abbey Kings can heal up ships as well. So maybe the AoE aura of the dervishes can heal up ships. I don't think the actual dervishes themselves can heal the ships. That'd be a bit interesting. What do we have here? Got Abbey Kings, we get a free king. We got a naval arrow slit being established here. We now have another dock being established there. Wait, did the dock just kill off the wolf? Wait, can docks now fire upon wolves? I never knew that. Apparently, naval arrow slit is apparently wolves are classified as ships. What? Both players can get access to their unique naval technology, +1 range for the English. Can be very useful seeing how tight this channel is. So you can only have about enough room for 2, maybe at most 3 Spring Golds. The additional range help units of backline fire forward. While this here does give his health unit, naval ships have plus 10% health, which is quite nice. Looks like the dervishes can out-heal the damage of a king. I never knew that. Probably thinks the camel unease debuff. So is the dervish age up is literally designed just to counter the king age up? I never knew that. Keep that in mind. Let's get a charge attack there. And the scout is slowly shanking the king. And the king is hard countered, so one age up to counter the other age up. It's very nice. And now we do have economic wing growth, 7 additional villagers, 100 additional food, and no economic wing industry. It does actually give a bit of stone. Over 60 damage. We do have an arrow ship here. All those fishing boats, of course, it does have naval arrow. Let more of the fishing boats being established there. Dervish is taking a bit of damage. Well, it looks like the king can out damage a dervish. I think when the dervish is hitting the same target, that's when the king can't out damage, but he can out damage one dervish. Little surely. Good charge attack there. You have a secondary English town center here. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be eyeing for the White Tower. Maybe trying to establish on the central board. Taking a bit of damage there. That's time for the town center extra arrow. Dervish is pushed way forward. He's going to try to steal relics as he aged on up. Economic wing growth will also give him a round of villagers, as well as make his berry bushes even better. He has partially eaten these berry bushes, so it does get increased capacity in the remaining berries. White Tower now being established. Very defensively, so it's not going to be aggressive. It's going to be a defensive tower. You could also go for a spring gold from it to start sieging down the boats. Or you can eye for some knights and do the standard thing and try to raid opponent from knights. Cyan probably has enough fishing boats here. He's trying to research the extended lines. Going for a spring gold ship and a fire ship. Dervish bringing back a relic. His last two remaining relics on the side of the map are these two here. There's the spring gold ship. The one wounded fish boat will not be able to escape out of there, but will actually escape on out of there. Could be tasked to just collect those fishing boats or fish for the time frame. Everybody else looking at some good damage. Has the fire ship in reserve. He's trying to go for his own fire ship. Got these camel lancers and scalpers way forward. They will find the White Tower. We're trying to establish some hardened spearmen, but needs more housing. As the fire ship does blow up the spring gold ship. And yep, I do believe that one fish boat should just be over there cooking up food. Camel lancers making their way down south, trying to torch down this dock here. And he does find that unit, and it looks like the dervish does see cavalry bonus damage, even though it doesn't say the word cavalry. I point out his distinction because you'd be surprised if it doesn't say it, you assume it doesn't have that tag. After all, and as well sometimes if it does have a tag, it doesn't necessarily mean it actually had the tag. In a previous patch, the traders had the term cavalry, worker. but it didn't take anti-cavalry damage from the spearmen. Only the bonus damage versus worker, so the cavalry tag was technically a lie. Camel Lancers now push way forward. We do, of course, have the town center here. Can save 8 villagers. There's 12 there. There are some spearmen in the region. 3 spearmen, 5 spearmen in the region. Does get some good damage to the Camel Lancer. One Camel Lancer may go down to the town set of arrows. Does miss their mark. Hit another guy. These fish boats not going to see a bit of damage there. Just tasking to the far fish deposits. Some food's better than no food. Springald ship getting hit by the naval arrow slit. Easy repairing, healing it up with a pair of fishing boats now. And you can see more spearmen before the English. Good fire ship there. Does not take out the Springald ship. A little bit mistimed there. Now the Camel Lancers are going to be torching down that dock, no problem. Does man the sails of that one Springald ship, but maybe just subsided there. Spearman does save the English dock over here. Got early man-at-arms researching, upgrading the Vanguard man-at-arms to early man-at-arms. The rest of these fishing boats looks like will be a set ablaze. English player has slightly less villagers, but does have 2 town centers. But so does Cyan have now. Camel Lancers just being pursued by these spearmen. We do have the veteran spearman research. King does kill off a villager there. One Camel Lancer does go down. Got these other forces moving forward. Camel Lancer, Archer. Ivan player has a good number of crossbow, which is a pretty safe assumption. English players tend to go heavy and heavy. Early Castle H just tend to be... Oh, there goes the king. Early Castle H, usually English players go for knights and then follow up with by man-at-arms. But in this case, he only has a handful of man-at-arms and no knights. And of course, the king is technically heavy as well, who is currently dead. Do now the armor-clad research and network of citadels for pink. Pink has claimed 2 relics, Cyan has claimed 4. Got a line of palisade walls there. Trading post is way over there, so this is actually a good spot to pull up a trading post. He also has plenty of gold up here as well, so securing up this area is actually quite nice. He does also have some food nearby in deer. That Camel Lancer did not last all too long. More walls being established. We do now have these Camel Lancers push way forward. More stone walls being established, this time along the riverbed. Cyan's just trying to lock down this region. There is only a small amount of actual water here that's not shore, so you'll be walling off both of these crossings. And of course, there's 3 other crossings which establish stone walls along all of them. The science drawing a line in the sand, the shore sand. And Camel Lancers just moving around. Sign right now is an army of 52 or 65 versus 52. Much higher army value for Sign with the Camel Lancers. English players going for more man arms at the moment. Good damage there onto those Camel Lancers, and we do have now the gate now being repaired on up. Should have an opening right there. Couple spear and chasing around those guys. This force of man arms being pursued by crossbowmen archers. Dervish now kind to capture that sacred site. He says 2 dervishes alive, so one of those are the same 2 dervishes from the beginning of the game. More walls being established now. Does fire arrow ball with his villagers. They have 6 range armor. These villagers have 6 damage, so 1 damage per arrow. Even getting the second plus damage will still make them do 1 against Camel Lancers. A crossbowman does pick that one off. Both sacred sites catch up by sign, so sacred site victory has started. But this one's pretty easy to decapture. So just apply some pressure to pink. Got a bit of stone walls there. Also, he's mounting deer on the other side of the stone walls, so maybe we'll have to get a gate there to cook the food if he needs more food. But right now, the English player just maybe eyeing for farms. English farms right now are much better than deer. His collection of farms is 0.75 for deer is 0.83 or 8.1. With this in Castle Ridge plus 25% collection rate, so 0.75 will get effectively not 0.25 more, but 0.8185, which puts it clearly well above the deer collection rate. So right now his farms do collect up faster than deer, but deer are free, while farms are dirt cheap, but still cost something. Seconds that has been decaptured by this monk. Each player now has army 85. His quality is still, or value is lower than Science. Oh, see, have enough resources for Ayubid age up. Camelus is taking some damage here. Uncle from the House of Wisdom. Oh, so it's actually completed. I did not see what research he went for. Oh, he went to the Adabags. So he can bring in, what, 8 Adabags? 7 Adabags to give him 7 or 8 structures to give increased health. That's one of both the Ayubid age up. You just don't see them up here. It's a probably bug in the replay system. Berkshire Palace is being built now. Very defensive position, but we'll definitely keep that sacred site secure. So no fun units to the Wormguard Palace. Trying to establish a keep there to get the gold. Science gold is more for than the English players. And each player does have a bit of stone walls being established or some trade. Berkshire Palace will fire away. Got some wooden walls here, so the pathing for these camels all not too great. He has put his village there to. Oh, they get lance. He tried to establish a village there to prevent them from sneaking on by, but they just charged. Got some good damage there. Wow, these camel lancers are quite wounded. Upgrade there. Enclosure research another way for the English player. Camel does go down. Got elite horsemen now established, as well as elite crossbowmen, and cannoneers being pulled on the field as well. No elite archer. He doesn't have a research, so maybe just not eyeing for any more. Elite man-at-arms, elite crossbowmen. No elite spearmen just yet. Rolling strutter. Was that completed or cancelled? Closures has been completed. Horsemen trying to find an opening. They'll probably have to create one. Now the stone walls have gone down to the English trebuchets. Bombard and Mangonel push way forward. Ink does have one sprinkle on the field. Horsemen just being pursued by a handful of hardened spearmen. He sees the elite horseman research. It's probably a good idea to go for the elite spearman research, as well as the army tactics. Outpost does go down. Horseman will escape on out of there. Now push way forward. At least some of the units push way forward. We've got the keep here. Those turrets just get ripped apart almost immediately. And arms will push way forward, but got a number of crossbow and hand cannoneers to stop them. And Mangonel does find a volley there. The horsemen push way forward. The move on the Berkshire Castles is not a great spot there. Bit of damage there on the trebuchet now. Those horsemen, some have made their way over here, but none of them are quite wounded. Does find some crossbow in here. Inks out with some stone here. Is that those crossbowmen? Things back on off. Got a couple string golds firing away. Crossbowmen and hand cannoneers are advancing. It does have Sultans and Mamluks active. Or Mamluks bravery. Spearmen now advancing. They're just going to get ripped apart there. Crossbowmen trying to push way forward. There goes the outpost now. Got these forces push way forward. We've seen a bit of fire from this Berkshire Palace. Time is backing on off. We do have that getting stoned to death. And Mangonel does go down. Lead army tactics now being researched. Now the Golden Age has been researched. Now Golden Age tier 4, so siege units cost 20% less. And science moving around, trying to find out the opportunity to engage. There's wooden walls there, no stone walls. Got some stone walls here, as well as a good amount of gold. Horsemen still running around the region. Things now push way forward. Got 100 villagers for the English player. IB players at 112. His fishing boats are gone at the moment. Probably ran out of food in that section of the map and don't want to delete those wooden walls. Down south, got the scout shanking some villagers. Horsemen moving around trying to find more opportunities to engage. Got the bombard firing away against the outpost. Over here, got these hand cannoneers forward, taking a bit of damage. Bombard takes some damage there. And Bombard does go down. Village just a little bit idle there. While trying to cook them some deer meat. Horsemen moving around. They're coming in single files. Pink has a decent force here. 86 versus 74. The value's in favor of Cyan, however. Both players have pop cap. And arms straight forward. Culverins still firing a shot there. Good damage. Does take out a couple more mana arms. Horsemen need to be pursued by these spearmen, but looks like they will break on through. And they're going to go straight for those villagers, or for the blacksmith, who's going for Military Academy now. Ink is actually missing a lot of blacksmith research, and has quite a bit of resource stockpiled up. Going at least for the armor upgrades for the English mana arms will go a long way for him. Cyan has pretty much everything at the moment. Does find the spearman there. Spearman will hold out. Good damage there with the spring gulls. Takes out another bombard. And arms are advancing. English man arms being gunned down pretty quickly. Up here we do have the spearmen engaging these horsemen. Couple crossbowmen over here. Takes out some more of these weapons. Horsemen starting to get gunned down there pretty quickly. Good number of hand cannoneers in the region. English player mostly just relying on crossbow and mana arms. Got a nagging opponent by the English player. That's exactly what needs to hit these hand cannoneers. But we got a massive number of culverins here. Cyan scouts push way forward and getting gunned down. Cyan's also going for a massive proxy infrastructure. They're trying to stop all these batter rams. Batter rams are pretty cheap for him at the moment. They're costing right now 160. So, and they only cost one population, so there's Streamon in. He has a keep still here. There's no siege weapon here to engage the keep all to effect. Just a single trebuchet who's hitting the dock, which is not good. There's a Nelka citadels nearby, so he's getting greatly increased attacks with these crossbow attacking as fast as archers. Making us firing away. Now Sultan's Mamluks, they get quite a bit of damage. Trebuchets starting to engage the keep there. Up north, we do have now these batterings taking out some stone walls there. More batterings straight forward. Horseman does on the trebuchet, saves the keep here. Some villagers are clearing it up now. He says coming forces, but he has not really made any sort of real dent into these hand cannoneers. Horsemen moving around, trying to find another opportunity to engage, trying to go for the trade post. Assume there's traders, there are not. So got a large gold deposit here of 6,000 gold, and with enclosures, English players going to have plenty of gold for the time frame. Plus, there's always this gold deposit here. It still has, it's hardly been touched. So right now, Pink has plenty of gold. And has plenty of food and gold right now in storage as well. Going for chemistry. He does have... Okay, let's see, retest some of his villagers, because I saw, like, it seemed like he was missing half his villagers collecting up resources, but those say they've been retasked. More man arms to build for the English player. He has max up population. IBID players not max up population. The IBID players struggling a little bit. And what are his Adabegs are at the moment? You can tell by the entity that gets spawned for the Adabegs. There's a trader, camel trader. Of course, he is tasking some stables, bringing out some horsemen. So these horsemen have extra health. That means this is all non-biology health on some of these guys. If this one has the improved health, so it does have a 259 health horseman. The amount of damage there, got those Elons engaging the spearmen. Crossbow will do just fine. Englishman arms have extra armor, but they don't have the blacksmith armor research. In fact, the English player is just missing pretty much almost all of his blacksmith research. He needs to get that fixed. Let's see, the English player now needs to get more armors on his man-at-arms. It goes a long way, especially for his Giloms. Giloms will rely on more higher attack speed. The English can top that out with the extra armor. Horsemen taking out more villagers. Got some spearmen here. English players at 110 villagers. He could IFI a handful of traders to get some more of that production going. He does need to keep the production on the left side of the map. English players have a good number of man-arms here, as well as crossbowmen. Only a handful of hand cannoneers to mix on in. Hand cannoneers push forward. Man-at-arms, crossbowmen advancing. Springald and Trebuchet will probably go on down. Still got a good number of these hand cannoneers. Ripping apart those man-at-arms. Right now, the English player just needs to get out more Mangonels to deal with those hand cannoneers. They've been moving around a brick. If he's able to get one good volley off a couple Mangonels, that can rip apart the entire formation. Now we've got Giloms and Batarams pushing along the flank. Berkshire Palace trying to protect him. A good number of culverins here though, so he has plenty of anti-artillery or anti-Mangonel fire available to him. So going for Mangonels alone will not be a guaranteed win. Now let's start trying to push forward, crossbow, trying to focus on these hand cannoneers. Does take up the culverin there. He's not gone for the siege works. Improve their range armor. If you look at the increased range armor, that makes these crossbows go from 9 damage down to 1, so a bit of a hard counter there. Got Giloms now slice apart the English villagers. more trebuchets blow up by the English player. The keep will likely go down. Saves all those trebuchets. Guillaume still moving the back line. I'll need some crossbow man at arms back there, as well as protect his trebuchets. A number of hand cannoneers still remains. Horsemen trying to charge moving forward, not hitting the wounded one. May have blast projectiles, because I think those trebuchets got a good hit there on those units. Some of these villagers collecting up wood may go down as well. Each player has plenty of gold at the moment, but it is actually lacking food. He's down below 100 villagers, which means he can pull out a larger force in the field. He perhaps could take time to clean up some of the deer if he can't get enough wood at the moment. Or even collect the berries. Crossbowman hitting those horsemen now. Good damage there. Couple more Guillaumes up there. We do now have the man-at-arms push way forward. Some spearmen now advancing as well with them. Bombard and Culverin push way forward with these hand cannoneers. More of these forces now streaming on in. Got Guillaume's back here. At this point in time, the English player just may need to get out of keep over here. He has 1,000 stone. Want to keep right there, helping him deal with all the raids. Berkshire Palace is still getting some good damage in the region. Battery M does go down there. Some things forcing up straight forward. The IB player has plenty of gold at the moment. I see markers on the map for him, but and there's only a handful of traders on the map right now for Cyan. Some of these structures are going down as well. Brave Chase engage here. Berkshire Palace under severe fire. Tick site there has been decaptured by the battering ram. Guillaume's getting interrupted there. Now we're going through a gauntlet of fire. Got these hand cannoneers moving forward. I think he may or may not have blast projectiles. I don't know. I can't see a siege workshop I can click on nearby. May have blast projectiles. The fire is still at 98 villagers. Ram does go down there. Now got these trebuchets backing them off. Berkshire Palace now with severe damage. And cannoneers push way forward. Looks like Berkshire Palace will go down, which was very important for defense. Horsemen charge way forward, trying to take out more of these trebuchets. Ink has a decent amount of gold, needs a lot more food and a bit of wood. Cyan has a bit of stockpile forces, and the English players are no longer at 200 maxims of population. So he's going to have trouble building a large army. Horsemen heading down south. We do have these guys just sort of moving around. Guillaume streaming the way forward, does find some gauntlet of fire. The Pinkin is put forward, Culverin and the English player does back the game now. This is Anchorage saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay. Before I get started next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. My apologies, I'm back. Go ahead and find another player. About an hour ago. Replays. On short side. I think I already went back this far, so good replays there. This one? Nope. Go. Do this one. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the Cyan Zuzi's Legacy of Crackhead, Alt, and Stuff. Spawn top right side as the Blue English, we have Widowmine. Let's see, now we do have Zuzi's Legacy, so that means the Meditation Garden. You could put it right there, we'll give him a bit of food, gold, and stone. He is going to build a village there and get the mining camp there. Up here, give him 2 gold deposits and a bit of wood. Yeah, probably won't be able to slice the berries and the gold. Here is some deer. You can get 2 stone deposits and some wood. Yeah, I don't see a really good spot for the meditation garden here. I'll give him food, stone, and wood. So yeah, I think maybe right here would be best. That'll be a decent amount of wood and gold. May slice a berry bush or 3. Not sure. But English player, of course, he's probably not going to touch the berries. Well, he could touch a deer, but sometimes they don't. And look at this side of the map here. There is traversable land here, but there's actually not much traversable land here, and there is actually a wall of trees to go over here. This is surprisingly to be secured by a couple palisade walls. So this gold is actually pretty safe if he doesn't touch the wood. Abbey of Kings now being established. He's going for meditation gardens there. Just going to be nice and safe. Get about, what, 30 food, 25 gold, maybe 20 wood. Not a super great one. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Seeing it's going up by 3 per minute, while gold goes to 25. This is probably like 18. This should go up to 30. Abbey King's almost established. Up looks like it's gonna be 36 food. There's only 13 wood, so I was way off on the wood. English player has deployed out secondary town center. Multiple figure officials now being established. King, of course, has been pulling the field. He does move slightly faster than Scout, but he's going to just go push forward and engage some of these villagers. He does have a village here, so he does have a place to hide away with those villagers. No Zheng in tower just yet, but he is going from outpost there, collecting quite a bit of stone. He may be eyeing for the secondary town center somewhere. All this gold spawned up here as well, so He has to go past the king. He wants to put a secondary town center next to the towards the king. Villagers push way forward, trying to cook up some food. Looks gonna be maybe a fast castle. Needs some extra more gold. After the town center there, he may go for a market. He's going for a mill next to the berries. Of course, this does provide a bit of gold per minute. It looks like the king has a bit of damage there from the town center. We go back to this gold deposit, collect up that gold. Plus, there's always taxes. I always forget about taxes for the Chinese, so you can get some gold that way. We've got multiple outposts in this region, so he has a lot of villager storage in this region. English spearmen. He has 2 hardened spearmen pulling the field. And there's a Shaolin Monastery, so he's going for a fast castle. Of course, against the Shaolin Monks. Shaolin Monks are excellent fighters. The English player is pretty far from aging on up. One of the spearmen did go down there. Scout and King trying to torch that stuff down. They're also disturbing the meditation garden. And I'm assuming, yeah, I can't. The dynasty button is actually here, unless you go to what's we call it, the caster mode, so you can't see what dynasty he's in or what the effects are per dynasty. If you go in the caster mode, there's a bit of a bug in the replay system. Got the Shaolin Monk on the field, trying to pick up a relic. Does have some basic spearmen on the field. May have gone for a bunch of barracks as well. Zheng Tower, of course, does provide some free military units, but he has not deployed the Zheng Tower, so he's mainly built 3 spearmen. The Shaolin Monk will take out half the health of a knight. King is much weaker than a knight. And so the Shaolin Monk may actually win a 1v1 versus the king. Probably will. Yeah, they have 16 versus 15 damage. More than twice the attack speed. Nearly, or actually triple the attack speed. With having only a little less health. So yeah, the Shaolin Monk will defeat a feudal age king. Got the White Tower now being established on the front line. With the extra towns out here, and the White Tower, that's a lot of village storage in the front line. It's a safe spot here to establish some more farms. They may want to build his infrastructure a bit more off to the sides. Does take out these spearmen, just severely wounds them. Scout spots the relic. Signs pick up 2 relics. Another bug in the replay system is you don't see Shaolin Monks picked up relics. I do see 3 left on the map. English players now reach Castle Age. And the Shaolin Monk does take a charge attack there. Does go for Wolo. But you do note there's no triangle above there. The king can stay. The king can't be converted. And the king is dead. Local Doggo gets stabbed. And he is rebooting the king now. Long live the king. Got some Vanguard man-at-arms. Now they're early man-at-arms. Wolf does go down there. A good amount of English farms being established. And the Chinese players are just trying to reinforce the flanks with some wooden walls. Not be able to secure that sacred side there, though. The triangle walls here and here would do.
building done. It looketh good.
He has something garrison inside of here. It may not be a villager, it may just be a spearman. We got more structures being established. A blacksmith. Got more of the mining research as well. Fear does go down. And now the Zeus's legacy player just has a good number of spearmen. Why is one of these hardened spearmen different than the others? Okay, I have no idea what that one. Usually the Jingen Tower does pull out regular hardened spearmen. I don't think he even has a Jingen Tower in the field. Why is one of these hardened spearmen different than the others? What? I'm just confused by that. Like, I can't... They're all deployed from the same barracks. There's no Jingen Tower to queue up a different model. Why is there a different spearman? I think he only has one barracks in the field as well. Going for a number of crossbowmen. Okay, one of these spearmen is not like the others. One of these two spearmen that's weird. It's this spearman that's different. Oh wait, is that an English spearman? That must be an English spearman. Okay. Yeah, look, there it is a different model. Ugh. Sorry, I just... Okay, that is an English spearman that was converted by that monk. Apparently they are not the same spearman. Good to know. Physically, at the moment, they're exactly the same. Other than just their look. You rarely ever see converted units, so... Yep. And that just threw me for a loop. More of the outposts under fire. It is upgraded, fortified, and spring gold. Jingen Tower not being established, I'll put up the Zeus's legacy player up to Song Dynasty. Up another fortified outpost here into the spring golden place as well. We have some Palace Guard on the build queue as well. The Song Dynasty has been established. Try and rebuild those walls. Boar now being obtained, and that villager does not get gored by the boar. Got a monk here, captain the sacred site now. Look at this as well. This is another bug that occasionally can appear. If you have both spearmen selected, the English spearman can only build the English battering ram. The Chinese one can build the Chinese battering ram. So if you have them selected in the same army, they will not be able to queue up battering rams. There's a big problem when it comes to Mongols with the Augmented Palace stuff. And if you just double click on the spearman, you will still not be able to queue this one up. You have to then manually click off of the hardened spearman there in order to make sure that you don't, attempt to build siege weapons for that unit. So that one's just going to be a pain in the butt. Going to be a little bit difficult. Losing Opportunity 4 has a good number of the man-at-arms, as was getting more crossbowmen. Zeus's legacy player has 26 crossbowmen, 10 more on the way. At this point in time, if the English player really pursues the man-at-arms, he may go for the Zeus's library and get the 10,000 bolts. Because additional, half damage crossbow bolt could go a long way. Last of those berries being collected on up. We do have now the elite or veteran longbowman research. The king immediately gets picked off there by the crossbowman. The king is dead. Got more longbowmen being deployed up by the English player. Right now, the English player could age up to the Warguard Palace once he gets enough research. Berkshire Palace is also pretty nice on this map to lock down the central part of the map, where most fights tend to evolve in the center. I'm always biased towards the Warguard Palace just to get out those uniquely elite units. Outposts trying to be established. Those villagers are probably going to go down. SCVs taking some sporadic damage. Units push way forward. Got a Shaolin Monk mixed on in as well. SCVs does get a bit of damage on the range units. No counter right now to the SCVs. Sign does also have a good number of Spring Gulls to help escort them. Science front line, however, was not strong enough, so that it tended to disintegrate. He has a good number of the crossbows still remaining, so slowly poking away against these man-arms. They do have a basic set of blacksmith research on them. Doesn't have his H2 or H3 items. A good number of crossbow on the field still for the Zuzi's legacy player. He has enough gold to age on up. The English player has a bit of resource as well. Both of them could be eyeing for an age up right now. Looks like the Zuzi's legacy player is starting to run out of food and pretty quickly. He's collecting up some more deer over here. The boar has been seized. He's starting to establish more granaries and more farms, so this is where his transition's starting to come into. It'll take a bit of time for all that stuff to get situated. He is now out of food and it's going to be a little bit of time before his food starts picking back up. The English player, of course, has almost enough resources to age on up. Palisade Gate will be going down. He does have other walls in this region. It's not a high priority thing to defend. And he's going to establish the Berkshire Palace in the center of the map. That's going to be a very powerful location. Right now, only one second site is captured by blue. The monk could be tasked to capture the other regions. And the wall does go down. We now have the military academy being established. The Berkshire Palace does get completed. More forces just being deployed on out. Down south, we do have the wolf starting to bite away. Good amount of damage there on those man-at-arms. And now Blue's trying to push the way forward over here. Got a good number of SCBs and Springulls, but only a handful of these Palace Guard, and which they're vulnerable to the crossbowmen, as well as the longbowmen will do some decent damage against them as well. They're doing 10 damage per arrow. These guys only have 5 range armor, so 5 damage per arrow. Trebuchets taking out that outpost. Good amount of damage there. And arms moving around. Crossbowmen now engaging. Sinus can out these forces here. Amount of damage on those villagers. SB is firing away, getting some good damage there. Got these longbowmen also in the region as well. Looks like Sign's getting ripped apart from multiple angles. Having trouble. Lancers wouldn't be half bad against those longbowmen and the man-at-arms. Of course, that'll be an expensive transition. Got elite armor attacks on the way from the English player. The Zeus's legacy players has not been able to age up, so it's not looking good for him. Need some good damage there. These man-at-arms slowly being picked apart. Those guys do go down. We got these forces up here. Of course, down some of this other infrastructure. Veteran horseman research on the way. Got 14 villagers here. You can store up all 14 of them inside the keep, and that should provide him some plenty defense. Local doggo getting some bites here, and this villager will go down to the wolf. My Digimon is still quite damaged. I say this one would disturb it. But overall, it's still providing us full income at the moment. And he is denying a decent amount of the gold income there. Does take another bit of damage. Now the biology research, elite horsemen, veteran spearmen. Got Temple Sun now being researched. It's not going for the Zeus's library. This will give him configurable bonuses. He's also going to establish a good number of archer ranges. I think he's going to try for grenadiers. He can get +1 range from his grenadiers. Gunpowder units, defense structures get +1 range. You probably should activate Divine Vitality in between conflicts, just get them healed on up. Though got a conflict now happening. Bit of damage there from Nest of Bees. Still has Divine Haste active. Horseman now charging way forward. Good counter unit there, rolled up by Blue. Looks like Science overall getting overran by these horsemen. Got the elite Palace Guard researching on the way. Keep over here did fire a brief volley. Some of these other units now getting hit by it now. Crossbow firing away. Still one SB does go down there. Still has lost another SB there. 2 are remaining. Got some English cannoneers now being established. More horsemen are advancing as well. And now we do have Elite Palace Guard. He can't afford the Elite Spearman just right now. He's actually low on food as well. His force is just creeping away forward. Okay, stuck by the structures. Does take out the Spring Gold there. Looks like Sign's just gonna get overran. But now these forces start getting overran. More spearmen now being established. Getting some good hits on these horsemen. Got more spearmen up here. He's just trying to bring in a whole bunch of spearmen. And he does back the game now. This is Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on the next replay. And I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather right now, like yesterday, so I'm going to call the stream early again. My apologies, everyone. Everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.